Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is MaddenDvinik, and today I'm bringing you a sort of Balloonion and Minion video from 3,000 plus trophies. The reason you have the name of the attacker blurred out on this one, and you're also going to see a blur at the end on the results screen, is because this attacker wanted me to record these replays for my channel, but he also wanted to remain anonymous. I'm not sure why I didn't ask him, but you know what? I'm going to honor that request, and that is why there's a blur on the attacker, if you guys are wondering. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and see these awesome attacks here. We're going to see a maxed out base later on, and all the way at the end I'm going to pitch in a bonus of top player defense, which is actually going to be pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and see this one. So if you guys don't know how this works, this is not the full out attack with balloons and minions. This is sort of picking off the outside archer towers, wizard towers, sometimes Teslas, and maybe even air defenses if they're sitting on the outside, although realistically there's not many bases with air defenses literally sitting outside. So as you see, the attacker so far took care of the top part of this base here, and he does have a dragon in the clan castle, which he's trying to take care of by spreading the minions all around him, not just one spot. Because if you put the minions all in one spot, obviously dragon is doing splash damage, they would all die. But there we go, he took care of the dragon. Also, by watching these replays, I'm seeing how careful he is. He's deploying one minion at a time to check for any air-seeking mines and stuff like that. So that definitely helps, because that red balloon mine, I guess, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they're called to be exact, but the red balloons, they take care of like a whole bunch of minions in a really big radius too. So right there we see two rage spells. I'm assuming because there's just Expo that's pointing up in the air on that one. Just rage the balloons to make sure he takes care of that entire side. And it looks like there was a clan castle deployment, so I think a few minions came out of there. Maybe there were some balloons, I'm not sure. There could have possibly been, but I do see some level 5 minions right there, so I'm assuming those were definitely from the clan castle. 44% here. Looks like there's a lot of unprotected stuff over on the left side, and there goes the 50%. Now, the attacker still has the king and the queen. There's 3,000 dark elixir on this one, so why not try and go for it? So he's going to deploy his queen right there. Queen's going to be smart, break the first wall right there. And will she go for the clan castle or the dark elixir? And she's smart. She actually goes for the dark elixir. Wise choice, queen. There we go. That's pretty good stuff. And he got 9 trophies right there. Pretty good dark elixir resources and 1 star. So up next we have yet another base. Just take a look at this one. First of all, this one's going to be a bit of a different attack from all the other ones. This is going to be sort of more like a full out attack on one side, because he's got the town hall sitting right there, and look at all the buildings on the outside. They're spread out. There's just a few archer towers that can actually reach all those outside buildings. So the attacker is going to take advantage. He's going to deploy most of his balloons, or actually I think that's all of his balloons, on this one side, and that's going to pretty much allow the town hall to be exposed, and with that rage spell on the minions, the town hall will go down. So there goes 1 star and 24% already. Now all the attacker has to do is either let those minions over on the outside go as far as they can, and then decide whether to deploy more on whichever side. He's also got his barbarian king and archer queen, so we'll see where that goes. From looking at this attack, I think the attacker intended to go after those 2 gold storages, because he placed a rage spell right there, and probably wanted the queens to go there too, but because that mine, the gold mine on the right side, wasn't taken care of, she did go off to the opposite side. Kind of unfortunate, but I think the attacker was definitely going after this amazing gold loot, which didn't work out. So here, after picking up the 50%, he sees that the queen's gonna die before even getting to any of those resources. Gets 2 stars, 14 trophies, and not much loot this time, but that's okay. Alright guys, so here's the next base. Completely maxed out defenses on this one. The walls obviously don't really matter when you're attacking with balloons and minions, so I'm not going to judge the base by that. It's all about those defensive placements. I mean, if you really think about it, balloon and minion, you can attack a base without walls, and you can still probably lose if you don't attack properly, right? Because the walls completely don't affect the way the balloons and minions work. It's all about where the defenses are placed and how far apart from each other, and whether the X-bows are set to air or ground and stuff. And on this one, guys, all the X-bows are set to air, which is kind of a risky move, because, I mean, like White Lighting, HWD, the pro Balloonion Town Hall 9 champion, I don't know if he still holds the record, but, I mean, he's really good at balloons and minions. And he definitely, when he made his tutorial video, he said, try not to attack bases with Expo set to air, especially if they're sort of on the inside of the base. And as you see here, his minions are going down really fast to that Expo as it's activating right there. And so far he's only at 23%, so we're definitely going to see heroes on this one, I'd assume. Let's see, there's a low 30, I think that's a low 35 king. I honestly can't see on this preview screen. And there's a low 20 queen, I believe. Just about to reach the 25% right there with that army camp takedown here in a second. Already took almost 1,000 and a half dark elixir. Let's see, he's going full out with the balloons on top with 2 rage spells, minions following out behind. I don't know, I'm making an assumption he's going after that dark elixir storage. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure, but he definitely attacked full out on top instead of the bottom. Let's see. So 39%, he's got just under a minute left here. Probably going to go ahead and deploy more minions over on the top side because there are builder huts, there's a few, you know, gold pumps and mines, so those are pretty easy to pick up for the most part. But the king right there gets lured in by the enemy king, or actually that's an enemy queen, and he actually goes down. So 42% guys, and still, by looking at this base, it would only be great to deploy the queen over at the top. And here's the interesting part. This is really risky because not only is the level 20 queen going up against a level... Oh, I honestly can't see. I think that's a level 16 or level... Yeah, that's a level 16 queen, I think. Whatever. She was able to take her out with the royal ability. And there goes another rage spell. Last one. Look how close this gets. 48%. The queen goes after that wizard tower, and then there's that lightning spell in the reserve, goes down and picks up the 50% for 8 trophies and almost 2,000 dark elixir. Dang, that was pretty close. Most Balloonions do get this close, I'm assuming, because you're really looking for that 50%. I know a lot of people from the clan my main account is in, UN attack with full out attacks. They sort of go for either the top of the base, the side of the base, diagonally, and then what they do is if the minions don't pick up the town hall or the 50%, they would literally deploy the king and the queen to go right towards the town hall, and not only pick up the town hall but pick up the 50%. So it's a risky way to attack with balloons and minions. I guess this is one of the safer ones. Here you're sort of literally ensuring you're getting the 50%. On the ones that the top of the top players use, that's a little bit more risky, but that's because they have level 40 king and queen. And you know, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy at all. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to replicate it even if I was given an account with max balloons and minions and maxed heroes. It takes a lot of skill and a lot of practice, but yeah, that's just, I guess, 2 different attack strategies that I've sort of saw so far in the game. And I'm sure there's going to be many more in the future, especially if there's any new troops released. And I'm actually looking forward to that. I don't know, let me know in the description or down in the comments, guys, if you're going to Seattle, Washington for the PAX Prime convention. And Supercell will be hosting a meetup over there. You do have to register. They have a link on Facebook. You can't just show up. You have to get a ticket. So I know I'll be there. And if any of you are coming by, let me know down in the comments section. I won't be on stage just because the way the event was planned. They didn't know I was coming to the event. So I think... let's see, I think it's Godson, Patrick, and NoteworthyGames will be on stage. I guess they'll be hosting different activities. I actually don't know. Like, I don't know what the event will be about, but I'm assuming it's going to be super exciting because, I don't know, I'm just really pumped for it. But I'll be in the crowd along with Nick from TeachBoomBeach. So it's going to be a fun time. Make sure you apply, guys. I think it's still available to apply for people, and it's going to get pretty crowded, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright guys, so this is a maxed out base, sort of haven't discussed this one, but nevertheless, you can still balloon and minion it, obviously. Why not? Just because the walls are level 11, level 10, level 9, doesn't really matter, right? Like I said, it's all about the defensive placement. And the archer towers are sort of actually fairly to the outside of this base, but this attacker is coming to a close call here, 20 seconds left at 44%. Got a few buildings sitting outside, he gets his king out. Level 40 queen there goes down right before the king does, so the king just gets a few more hits on those other buildings, which does bring this one home with the queen taking care of that dark elixir storage for a really nice gain, a really solid gain I should say, of 3,473 Dark Elixir plus 10 trophies. That one was a pretty close call. And guys, like I said, I threw in a bonus at the end. This is Victor from UN defending against Rontaby from War Imperium. Victor has a maxed out base right here. This design here has been just a nightmare for some people. To attack has been a nightmare for me sometimes. You know, I would like to say that almost all the top players know how to attack bases, almost all the bases, but like I was worrying in the clan Eliminate, and guys, out of the 4 stars that I intended to get from the 2 attacks, I only got 1 star from both. I failed on the first one because there was a witch with like 1/3 of a health hiding behind the wall, and my heroes were literally in the town hall section. Like I would have easily had a 50% and the town hall right there, so that was just really bad. And then my next attack, my wall breakers all got killed by a wizard tower, which I was intending for the wizard tower to be targeting the golem, but it wasn't, and I don't know. So sometimes, guys, even the best of the best players do mess up. As you see, this is like a maxed out base, also maxed out troops, level 40 troops, and it looks like that town hall, as awfully close as it got to destroying that town hall, it is not going to happen. This raid is going to be ended at 43%. With -4 right there, which is still a solid try. But that is all for this video, guys. Make sure you drop a like, and like I said, let me know if you're coming to PAX Prime and if you're coming to the Supercell convention. I'll be there along with a bunch of other awesome YouTubers, and subscribe to this channel as well as everybody down in the description. And as always, guys, make it a great Clash time or not, the choice is yours.